How you doing? So I got this question from one of the students, and this is for the interval program. And so we do a clear all and close all. That's a good way to start. And then we load the data, and we're going to move this data to another variable. Okay. And so what happens is when I run this thing, look at that, undefined variable interval data. So I just loaded it there. So what could the issue possibly be? Well, let's take a look. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to type in clear. Okay. So you see my workspace is clear, and then I'm going to copy this statement, and I'm going to load this data. Okay, here we go. And then if you see here in the corner, the value is actually random numbers. As a matter of fact, I can do a whose, or maybe just a who. Yeah. Okay. And see, there's the variables. Okay. So the so this is the name of the file, intervaldata.mat, but and it could say interval data, and it could have a variable in there called interval data, but in this case it doesn't. It just has one called random numbers. So typically when I do this load, one thing I like to do is I'll go out here and I'll put in the variable names I want. Okay, so here I'm going to load interval data, and this is the first argument is the file name, so that's going to be intervaldata.mat, and then I'm going to put in here the next argument is the variable that I want to retrieve from that mat file, and I could have several of them there, and you just separate them by spaces. So now if I run that, you see while I get random numbers, and I had that before, the key is that when I want to make an assignment for that, it's not interval data that I want to make that assignment to, it's random numbers. Okay, so now if I do that, see that runs, and then if you look at A, remember we can do this, open A, and you see there's my data. Okay, so that was kind of nice and short and sweet. One other thing I kind of discovered, if you're like me, you don't like programs taking up all your space. Well, look at all that space that's being used by the menu bar there. So you can minimize the tool strip, and then of course if you want it back, you can always get it back, restore tool strip. All right. Well, so